Dominic Solanke all season. He's not had Kulusevski. He's not had Maddison. Son's got moved on to LA. But then there's a lot of Spurs fans who just aren't having him. So it's a massive game for him tomorrow. He's lost Christian Romero now to suspension because he's had an FA charge about his conduct after being sent off against Liverpool. It's a massive game tomorrow. And then next Saturday, it's a small matter of that London derby between Spurs and West Ham United. And that is a vicious derby, let me tell you. So it's a very important few weeks. But as Kave said, Spurs are still in the Champions League. And if they get positive results against Dortmund and Frankfurt, they probably will miss out on the top 8, but they'll get into that playoff section. The only worry for Spurs players and Thomas Frank is they are threadbare. They need players in. They know they need players in.
To be honest, I stopped listening after that impression.
Oh, that's quite a good one.
Marc Guehi's future still remains a big talking point, with many of Europe's top clubs chasing the Crystal Palace captain. Today, Oliver Glasner was once again asked about his skipper's situation.
Will he be in the squad?
Yes, he will start.
He's going to start tomorrow. So I presume there's been no new bids or offers from anyone this season, and he's, as you said, on Wednesday.
Exactly.
I feel like we're going to be talking about Marc Guehi a lot. Where could he go?
In the Premier League, I think he could end up at Liverpool. He could end up at Manchester City. He could end up at Arsenal. Abroad, you're talking about clubs like Bayern Munich.
Are you talking in this window or are you talking in the summer?
Both. I think what's happening at the moment is that intermediaries, advisors are talking behind the scenes to try and get him on a free transfer in the summer.
How was it for you to refocus on Crystal Palace after what you went through at the end of the transfer window? Because that can't have been easy, and yet it seems to have been seamless.
It's because it was. The sun goes up, the sun comes down, life goes on. So I think that's my mindset, and if you adopt that mindset in most things, you just get on with life and move on. And fortunate for me, I'm at a football club that has helped me and has given me so much, so it does make it that much easier.
Did you talk to anyone around you? Did you have to just kind of spend time with yourself for a few days just to kind of come down and breathe through?
Having my family there the whole time, friends, people that have always been there for me, and then the football club, people that you come into work with every single day, staff, teammates, always there. So, when they're joking and laughing and smiling, it just makes it easy, to be honest. So it's been really, really good in that sense.
At the same time, I think what's happening is some clubs are trying to steal a march and get him this January, because I think they feel that there is a deal there to be done with Crystal Palace, because Crystal Palace don't want to lose him for nothing in the summer. Having said that, it would make sense for Crystal Palace to keep him, because losing him would potentially affect where they finish in the Premier League, which would affect how much money they get at the end of the season. It would also affect their form in Europe. If they win the conference, they get in the Europa League. Winning the conference, that could be worth 20, 30 million pounds. Getting into the Europa next season, probably worth another 40, 50 million pounds. So it is a finely balanced decision that Palace have to make. I've just got a feeling that in the next couple of weeks, a Premier League club will make a bid for him. And I think that bid will be somewhere between probably 20 and 30 million pounds. Remember, last summer, Palace were almost willing to sell him for 35 million pounds, but obviously he's got less time left on his contract now, so he would be available for less than 35. But I think it's really interesting that clubs are sort of jockeying for position, but you've always got to remember some clubs will try and get him now, other clubs will be waiting until the summer. But at the end of the day, who can guess what's in his mind? It's up to him to decide which club he wants to go to, where he wants to live, who he wants to play for. And we've kind of seen this situation before, when clubs like Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Arsenal get involved. A lot of it is to do with the personal connection. If he ends up talking to those managers, what they sell to him, how they see his role in their team. And of course, the money. I don't think